What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about my favorite plant, which is Java Fern. A lot of people don't like it as much because it's known as like the easiest plant to grow, but sometimes the easy stuff is the best stuff in my opinion. It's my favorite plant. It's just super green, as you can tell. It grows not that slow. For me, it doesn't grow that slow. It's a slow grower, but it's not as slow as Anubias and stuff like that. It can get really speedy growth with CO2 and highlight. So don't think it's just some slow growing plant. This is a pretty big one that I have. It's got like about over 40 leaves because there's tons of them packed inside there in the shadows and stuff. A bunch of little baby ones that are starting to come out right there. And then that's just regular Java Fern. I actually got it at PetSmart. Like that was my first plant I ever had. And it's about 7 months old, so it's got a lot of leaves. These are fairly new. I got these from Shane. It's lace Java Fern or Windelov Java Fern, I think. And it's basically kind of the same thing, but I could take them out. I don't really want to, though. I might piss off the fish because they like to have stuff neat. I might take it out later. So this is basically the same thing, but the leaves at the end of them fray off into little, like they split. You can see it on that one right there. See how they split and fork at the end? Which is really cool, and they'll keep splitting and splitting and splitting as the leaf grows. And they're basically the same type, just different leaf structures. They grow, or they propagate from a rhizome. Shit, I'll take them out. Let me see. Oh god, they already attached to stuff. Alright, so this is gonna be quick. Whoa, that one's looking cool. So they propagate from a rhizome. 1 second, guys, sorry. I'm just gonna put that right there. Alright, so they propagate from a rhizome, which is, I don't know if you can see it. It's basically a root kind of thing down there in the middle, and that's where all the leaves come off of. So they shoot off of that, and these shoot off of that, and there's a new one coming in right there. This actually has some really cool leaf structure. As I said, these fork off. Look at that leaf right there, how it shot off in 2 different directions, and then there's like a little fingers out there and fingers over there. This is becoming my favorite plant, favorite Java Fern variety. And then you got a bunch of roots, and these things will just latch onto things. Actually, these 2 plants were stuck together. Sorry, I apologize. I'm using my left hand here, camera-ing. The fish are not going to like that I move their stuff, because they like everything to be neat. Okay. Sorry about that. So they propagate from a rhizome, and for instance, I got a big plant from Shane, a big lace Java from Shane, and I cut it into 3 pieces. So now I had 3 plants from a big one, and those are just growing like crazy. I mean, all the leaves at the bottom of this plant are all new, and they're just crazy cool growth, as I showed you earlier. But I didn't honestly notice how cool the growth was on that plant and how it forks off. There's a big one in there that's coming. And basically this is the same thing. And when you have a leaf that's kind of dying, they'll shoot off baby leaves off of. There's like, say this leaf right here is dying. A baby plant will grow and root on that leaf and then start to grow, and it'll be like a mini Java Fern. I normally pick them off every couple weeks, but I don't think there's any on there right now. You can kind of see some roots in there. So there's a little one growing in there. But this one's got a couple that are really small growing. If you could see the dark spot right on the tip of my finger on that leaf, that's a baby one growing. So to propagate them, you could just cut the rhizome in half, and it'll just branch out and keep growing, or pick the baby leaves off and put them back in the root ball. But these things will root onto stuff real fast, and like in a little over a couple months, they'll root onto stuff, and it'll be pretty stuck on there good. So yeah, this is my favorite plant. It grows good. It's just green and easy to grow. It does a job. I think it looks really good in this tank, and I'm hoping for the one on the right to get as big as the one on the left. So there you go. Java Fern, guys. Go pick some up if you don't have it. Awesome plant. And you need to get some later.